You're not doing this right. If you're trying to scale your business without using funding and capital the correct way, you've already fallen behind. And most business owners stay stuck in this area right here. Not because they're not working hard, but because they don't understand how to leverage, use capital and credit the way wealthy and real business owners do to scale to the moon. But don't worry, I got you, because in this video, we're gonna walk through the exact way on how one of my clients was able to buy a business step by step using business credit and smart funding strategies. And by the end, I will reveal 2 major banks that will help you raise the capital you need the same way they did. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, business owners, whoever's really watching this, I just want to get one thing clear, okay? So before we get into the strategy, just listen up. If you're looking to get funding, your personal credit is going to matter. I'm going to always say that, all right? A lot. Even though we're talking about business credit, the truth is, unless your business is already generating over $4 million in revenue every single year, you're going to have to personal guarantee this business capital, okay? Almost every loan, every credit line, every credit card. If you don't like it, get over it. If that's not what you're trying to do, you can go the merchant cash advance route, try to go down that route or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, if that's what you want, go down that route. If you don't want that, please continue to listen up, because most banks are going to look directly at your personal credit report and decide how much they actually trust your business, okay? And I know that possibly could sound weird. You're looking at my stuff to see if my business is worth it. That is like, come on, banks. That doesn't make any sense. That sounds like a scam. That sounds like you're trying to play us to keep us behind and all this other stuff. Look, guys, here, listen up. Number 1, stop trying to fix the system, all right? Just learn how to utilize the system, okay? That's all you got to do. If you get over that, you beat 50% of business owners, okay? Number 2, the reason why, again, that they have to look at your personal stuff for the business is because you don't look good on paper. You don't have enough money. You don't have any credibility. Do you have anybody else, around the corner? Do you have over 150 testimonials? Do you have 2,000 testimonials? All right? You don't have that, right? Did you generate $1 million yet? No, you didn't, right? Are you considered big business? No, okay? So that means you have to advocate for what you're trying to get. So that means you're literally showing a presentation to the bank saying, hey, look at me as a safety net, God forbid, if this business doesn't work out. Nobody wants to take risk anymore. Everybody wants all the advantages but no risk. If that's you, go the other route, because this isn't for you, all right? But for everybody that's actually trying to take action and really trying to get to that next level, continue to listen up. But I just had to let you know that right there. So the question really is, what does my credit actively have to look like? Now, for all of my people that already know, you're fine. But for my new people that's really trying to understand, you need a personal credit score of at least a 700, roughly 720 or higher, all right? Low utilization, few to no inquiries, no late payments, no charge-offs, collections, I don't care how old it is, and clean history. This is what you're gonna need. This is just baseline, all right? Without that, you won't qualify for super high limits, low interest funding, or anything like that we're talking about. If you're thinking about SBA loans or something like that, the way they say, hey, 550 qualified, yeah, you still have to generate a specific amount of money before you get money from them, all right? So you're gonna have to choose, okay? But there's hope for you. If your credit isn't where it needs to be, that's okay, because you can click the link below to schedule a consultation with us, and we're gonna help you clean your credit report and get you funding ready, okay? That's what we do for all of our business owners, and that's what we're gonna do the same thing for you. But enough about that, let's get back into the video. You got your credit report clean? Okay, great, awesome, I'm glad. Now that you have that 700 credit score or better, let me walk you through a real deal that one of my clients actively had to do. I'm not gonna actually show the deal that they had. I'm gonna show something a little similar to it, just for privacy or whatever, but just hear me out. One of my clients, he buys businesses and he uses capital to grow and scale them. When he came to me, his credit report wasn't really the best. He was doing everything for personal. He just had capital from what he did from recent or previous jobs. So he just was like, hey, I really want to get into the business funding world, business capital world, so I can really scale everything, because he's in a private acquisition. So if you want to do the same thing, again, you're still going to have to fix your credit scores, and you can do the same thing that he did. And one of the most recent acquisitions that he just did, or aka bought, was a gas station. I mean, come on, think about it. Everybody has to go to gas stations. I mean, everything's not electric yet, so gas stations, here we come. So here's pretty much what went down with this. So if you want to do this, just listen up. He started by going to bizbuysell.com. This is a site that lists 1,000 small businesses for sale, credit hack, business hack, in case you didn't know. And he really wanted to focus on the Texas market. Now, since that's where he was looking to expand, he said, you know what, let's just go ahead and start here. He focused on the Texas market since that's where he was from and that's where he was looking to expand. So try to look in your area or somewhere relatively close to you. Do not try to do it across the land or somewhere you can't just actively just get up and go to it. All right, this is a business that you're buying, so just be careful with that. Now, for the example purposes, let's say that he found or you found a gas station in Liberty, Texas, and here are the details. So the asking price was $125K, $125,000. The reported annual value was structured at $1.5 million. Okay, 1.5 million, and inventory on hand are valued at least $100,000. Now, when it comes to gas stations, from what I've been told from him, and then also a little bit of my research, a lot of gas stations really don't make a lot of their gas from, well, the gas. They actually make a lot of money from the inventory, what's inside. Maybe it has a car wash or anything like that. But even with that being said, let me actually pause you right there and say that $125,000 might sound like a lot, but for a business that's already doing over $1 million in sales, that number is very obtainable, okay? So even if you're a new business owner, seasoned business owner, the key is knowing how to raise the capital the correct way. You know, guys, also, even though I'm giving you surface level information, always do your due diligence. I'm not telling you to go to bizbuysell.com and then just go buy something just because you got some capital, all right? You got to make sure you do your due diligence. You make sure you ask all the right questions, ask a million questions, make sure that you do your homework. What are the other gas stations doing around it? There's a lot of information that you have to do. Now, and I know that might sound like a lot, and I'm just here to let you know it is. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of headache, but you want to be a business owner, right? You want to generate millions and millions of dollars, right? So you're going to have to do the proper steps to make sure everything is right. Unless you just want to ignore me and you can just go buy the business and hopefully it doesn't belly up. Choice is yours. Now, the $125,000 of what you're seeing, I'm going to show you exactly in the next steps on how to actually obtain it. So this is what's going to go into step 3, which is the stacking capital, starting with bank number 1, American Express. This is why I was telling you that you need to have at least a 720, because tapping in with American Express, if you haven't done so already, you need to make sure that you come correct with your credit score. And what people aren't telling you is you need to make sure that you have a relationship with American Express before applying. So you need to make sure that you build one on the personal side. And I'm pretty sure you're probably wondering, like, why in the world do I have to do this with American Express? Why can't I just go straight to the business side or anything like that? American Express is kind of weird, okay? Because building that relationship with them first, or having a relationship, kind of keys in really high limits, especially on the business side. You can have everything under the sun as far as on the business side, as far as great credit scores, everything, and they'll still give you like a $3,000 limit. All right, so please make sure you have that personal relationship and then business. But let's actually talk the strategy. Amex does offer a 0 APR business credit card like the Blue Business Plus or the Blue Business Cash Card. Both of these cards right here give you 0 APR for 12 months on interest purchases. Okay, and that is what's going to be powerful for you if you are trying to buy any type of businesses or anything like that. So again, here's what you need to qualify for these cards and to get high limits. From my data, from helping a few clients, you need to make sure that you have a credit score of a 720 or above, low inquiries, okay? Relatively none, because Amex is not inquiry sensitive, but they're one step away from being inquiry sensitive. You need to make sure that your business is registered with an EIN, and once you will have all of that, your first business credit card with Amex, they might give you a limit of $20,000 to $30,000. Now, once you use it responsibly, you can apply for a second card, possibly to double that amount, okay? You can either do it right then and there, or as far as applying for both, or you can maybe wait maybe like a month. But since Amex, once you're in the Amex family, they really don't, hard pull you anymore. I would say try to just get both, right then and there or anything like that. That's definitely a possibility, okay? So use all those credit cards responsibly. So the first one you can get $20,000, $30,000, and then you can get another one for $20,000, $30,000, and now you're sitting on $40,000 to $60,000 at 0% interest on these American Express credit cards. That's just $60,000 just right there, ladies and gentlemen, just right there, okay? And these are just business credit card stacking with limits. Now, let's go ahead and help you get that second wave of funding using Chase Bank, because we're going to use Chase to actually complete the cycle and stack the capital. When it comes to Chase, they're very strong when it comes to 0 APR business credit cards as well, because Chase has a strong 0 APR business credit card side, just like the Business Inc. unlimited, and then also the business cash card. So just like the American Express, they offer 0% for 12 months as far as the APR, giving you time to actually pay the credit back wisely and responsibly. So again, paying without interest is always good for investing. But again, there are a few things that you need to know. Chase does pull from Experian and sometimes TransUnion depending on your location. And American Express is the same way. You're going to need at least a credit score of a 700 or better, and make sure you're not over the 524 rule, meaning that you weren't approved for 5 personal cards in the last 2 years. So if you don't have any of those issues, now you can get the Chase business credit cards and you can get another $20,000 to $40,000 as a credit limit. And then it's going to be interest free for the full year. And let's not forget, you can get both of them. 40 and 40, that's $80,000. So now you're well over that $120,000, threshold that you needed. So now you can stack the American Express limits, and the way how you utilize Chase is going to get you that 125 target. And again, all of this is for business acquisition, meaning getting all of what you need to buy that gas station or any business that you've seen on bizbuysell.com, right? And just to let you know, the gas station was just the example. It could be a chiropractor visit, it could be a dentist office, it could be anything that you want, urgent care, it doesn't matter. Walmart, I don't know what you're into, whatever you're into. This is the exact way on how people use private acquisition, private equity firms and things like that to buy these businesses that you don't even know owns these businesses. And I know they're credit cards. You will have to liquidate the credit cards to actually get the money off of that. That's for another topic for another day. But having and utilizing business credit is always better than not having any at all. Because of course, this is going to be a risk, but this is going to be a strategic risk. It's not just you shooting in the dark, just trying to hopefully figure it out as you go. As people say, live fast and break things. Sometimes that's not the best thing for you, but if you have strategy when it comes to that risk, it's going to make it a little more better. But I know a lot of you are probably wondering, hey, Eric, I'm really trying to do this. I tried to do this. It didn't work. I'm really trying to figure out where I am in the journey on how to start or scale and get that $125,000 or more. Don't worry, I got you. Because even if you're in this spot, what I want you to do is click the link below to schedule a capital consultation with us so we can help you and your credit and your business credit scores get to where it needs to go so you can get $100,000, $200,000, even $300,000 in capital. Because think about it. You have the drive, you have the focus, you have the plan, you just need the capital. So why not have somebody help you do that with banking relationships to get you where you need to go? So again, what I want you to do is click the link below to schedule your capital consultation, and we will definitely help you. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope that this sparks an idea or even just puts you in the right position to get where you need to go as far as your business or even buying a business just to start out. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and until next time, ladies and gents.